Hello there everyone, and welcome to a special video where we teach you how to make videos like the ones we make. We recently hit 300 subs, and it made me think about how I kind of procrastinated on making content for a very long time. And part of that was because I didn't know how. So I figured, hey, let's make a video and teach others how to do it so maybe they can make some content too. More content is never a bad thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video and get you guys learning. The first thing we're going to do is change the format by clicking the little phone icon there. It didn't pop up during the recording, but it'll give you an option for 9:16 instead of 16:9. This will put it into shorts format, so it'll show up in shorts. Next thing we're going to do is use the transform tab over there, and this will let us change the size of things and move positions of things all from around the video. So we're going to change this thing, we're going to shrink it down to where there's a little bit of border on each side. That way we can see a little bit of the background and not cover it up all the way. So all the cards were sourced from Scryfall, so they're all the same size usually. So once we get one size down, we can actually change all of them to the same size, and it usually fits in just right. We usually source from Scryfall because usually they have the best quality photos of cards, and like I said, they're usually the same size, so we can save a lot of time by sourcing from the same place. Feel free to source from wherever you like. Scryfall is just my preferred area. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to crop out these little white triangles. They like to hang out around the Scryfall images. New images like Imotekh there don't have them. I feel like they've been cropping them out, probably because content creators are tired of cropping them out. I just change all of my crops in all of my images to 1%. By doing this, it chops off most of the white triangles and maybe leaves a little white dot in some of the corners every now and then, but it's far less distracting than huge old white triangles. So after that, we're going to move right along into voicing some of these tracks over. Voiceovers are probably the hardest part, in my opinion, of doing these videos. One little flub can cause a lot of time loss. I'm going to go ahead and show the original recordings here because I recorded it via OBS. The sound wasn't great, but I feel like it'd be interesting to hear what I do. So here you go. Oh, and we are way far away from where we need to be. Look at that. See? Look, I'm even show you how you make mistakes. Go ahead and delete that with a right click. All right. It's time for a top 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Okay. That might have been a little too loud. But we'll go with it for now. I'll fix the audio and stuff later. I'm just trying to give you guys a basic idea of how things are going to go. All right. So now we'll go over here. I already have these in order. These, obviously it's a top 5 and 25. You can kind of pick the order on how it goes. So and we'll go ahead and go through these real quick. Obviously, they're not going to be perfectly spaced apart like this. I'm just trying to get a general idea of how much room they're going to take up. So 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Number 5, disturbing plot. Get to... See, look, we mess up. A lot, actually. So if you get around to voicing and you don't get it perfect on your first try, don't even worry about it. I think you'll be just fine. So 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Number 5, disturbing plot. Get back an artifact creature, get 2 tokens. Copy it and get 2... See, we did it again. I might have to cut some of these out eventually because I will screw up quite a bit. 5 and 25 for Imotekh. All right, here we go. Let's go. Number 5, disturbing plot. Get back an artifact creature and get 2 tokens. Or you can do it twice if you copy it. All right, there you go. See? And then what we'll do is we'll resize it later. So we'll go ahead and scoot these over. And then we'll move on to Phyrexian Reclamation. Artifact creature and get 2 tokens. Or you can do it twice if you copy it. Number 4, Phyrexian Reclamation. Pay 2 life, and get a creature back to your hand. If it's an artifact creature, you get 2/2 tokens as well. Alright. Go up to Wretched Confluence. Creature back to your hand. If it's an artifact creature, you get 2/2 tokens as well. Number 3, Wretched Confluence. Get a big swing in tokens if you get back 3 artifact creatures with its abilities. Alright. Bag of Holding. Swing in tokens if you get back 3 artifact creatures with its abilities. Number 2, Bag of Holding. It's already a good card, but if you discard... Forget what I was going to say. I should probably script these. Sometimes I do script these. Today I did not script it. I kind of wanted to be a little more off the cuff and a little more casual. So, number 2, Bag of Holding. As long as you discard an artifact, you also get to exile it and get 2/2 tokens. And then there's number 1. So, you also get to exile it and get 2/2 tokens. Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana, get 2/2s and a creature from your graveyard to your hand. We messed that one up. Restart it. If you want, you can just record long and then crop them as well, which I might do here if I mess up again, so you can kind of see how I do it. Alright, here we go. You also get to exile it and get 2/2 tokens. Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana, get an artifact creature back to your hand, and you get 2/2 tokens. Combine with Phyrexian... Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana and get an artifact creature back to your hand and get 2/2 tokens. Combine with Phyrexian Altar for an infinite combo. So what we'll do here is we'll take here and we'll just close it down to where we were starting back up. There you have it. Extend this a little bit. And then we'll record a really quick outro. This one's a little longer than I intended it, but it's fine. 2 tokens, combined with Phyrexian Altar for an infinite combo. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Yeah, for some reason, OBS did not record my sound very well. It doesn't do that when I stream, so I'm kind of confused as to why. But, so we're just going to clean it up here. We're going to resize the images to kind of get a pretty good fit of where things are going to be placed for the rest of the video. So, everything's kind of in order here. I think now it's time to get ahead on and give the video a quick view, and we're going to see how it looks so far by watching it on a preview in Rush. Here we go. It's time for a top 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Number 5, Disturbing Plot. Get back an artifact creature and get 2 tokens, or you can do it twice if you copy it. Number 4, Phyrexian Reclamation. Pay 2 life, and get a creature back to your hand. If it's an artifact creature, you get 2/2 tokens as well. Number 3, Wretched Confluence. Get a big swing in tokens if you get back 3 artifact creatures with its abilities. Number 2, Bag of Holding. As long as you discard an artifact, you also get to exile it and get 2/2 tokens. Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana and get an artifact creature back to your hand and get 2/2 tokens. Combine with Phyrexian Altar for an infinite combo. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Alright, that sounded pretty good. It sounds a little better off of when I record through OBS. But we've already shown how to shorten and crop all the sound clips and everything. So now we're going to add some music. For all these top 5 and 25 shorts, we actually have a song in mind. We use them for all of them. I highly suggest kind of branding your videos. Maybe if you have something that you do on one video and you do it on another one, try and continue it. It gives familiarity and kind of brings a good sense of this is what you're going to see. We use Chiptune for this, which is a free song available in the Adobe Rush program. It's kind of got a little 8-bitty Game Boy sound. We usually have to turn these down though pretty hard so they don't outdrown our voice. Here I drowned it down to about 20. And I think now we're going to add in some title cards. Once again, suggesting branding, we use a particular title card called Slash for a lot of our videos, including our top 5 and 25s. So what we'll do here is we will open it up, and then we're going to use the Transform tab here in just a second. After we make this bigger, we can make it bigger by dragging down those two little bars right there. We're going to resize it, then we're going to go to the Transform tab, and we're going to use vertical position to push it above the card so it's kind of not in the way, because otherwise it'll be in the way. We'll use the scale slider to make it a little bit bigger so it's not small. We're going to use Control Z here because we accidentally scooted it when we didn't mean to. Control Z is undo, and it's really helpful. So now that we have the selection we want, we're going to put our text in, top 5 in 25 here. There we go. So after that, we're going to attempt to go down to title. I just erase it because I don't like the way it looks. I don't usually have text there unless I have like a revised edition where I did something wrong. So we're going to be using the effects here for some reason. No, okay. So now we're going to go to the coloring here. We were gonna change the color of the shadow here, and then I said no, actually we're gonna turn shadow off and we're gonna use an outline. Necrons are mono black. I usually try and color my titles based on the color of the legendary creature, but mono black doesn't show up too well on a black background, so we're gonna use that bright green because Necrons are black and bright green. So we're gonna grow it just a little bit to give a little more pop. The background is already the color we want. Changed it to black on the top 5. Now we're going to change the color and the outline color of this lightning bolt. We're going to use this little dropper here so you can get the exact same color. It's really helpful so you don't have to have colors be off a little bit. For all the neat freaks out there, for some reason I am with content creation. So there we go. We got top 5, black and green, kind of popping off the screen a bit there. So now we're going to use the D button, which will duplicate it. So there's actually 2 of them there right now. We'll use vertical position to drag that second one down. And then once we do, we're going to just go ahead and change the text to what we need it to be. So instead of top 5 and 25, it's going to be for Imotekh the Stormlord. This is where I forgot how to spell Imotekh for a second, even though it's right on the screen. So after we type all of that out, it's obviously way too big. So we're gonna use the scale slider once again to shrink it down to where it can all fit on the screen right there, and you can still see the little lightning bolt. And then we're gonna try and recenter it just a bit. It was a little off center once we shrunk it. So there we go. There's that. I think now we're going to be going into our files and adding an image of our logo that my lovely wife made for us. We have multiples, but we usually use the white, the simple white one. So this image is going to be spread across the entire video after the opening, so we don't have to do too much to it. We just have to, we're going to use this slider, by the way, to zoom out so we can see our whole video. And then we're going to go ahead and drag it way out here to the end of the video. And then we're going to probably resize it. Yep, using the scale slider. Feel free to always scale it down, move it, and then scale it down again. You don't have to get it right the first time every time. I think that fits about right for what we want right here. I put it right here so it's out of the way of the cards. And that way we can also put another little graphic on it, which we're going to do right now. It is under the basic title 2 line right there. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to change this to a 5 because it's the top 5 card. We're going to erase title, and then we're going to slide it down, I'm pretty sure, right here. Yes, so we're going to change the color, and then We usually use like a blue for the 5th place, and then we use a purple for the 4th place, and then we go like a bronzish, silver, and gold color. We gotta put an outline around it so you can see it a little better. And then we're gonna grow it to where it fits in that helmet a little bit more clearly. Okay, so now we're gonna use the duplicate command again by hitting D. And we're gonna duplicate that for 4th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd and 1st place. And then we'll stretch them to fit the card they correspond to and move them around. And then once we do, all we have to do is change the color, which is going to be more challenging than you would think. For some reason, Rush has an issue where when I want to change the color of a particular background, it decides that I need to do it twice a lot of times. So we'll do that on 4th place right there. We're going to change this to a 3. Then we're going to find a nice bronzish color once. See, it's not pulling up the color tab for some reason. It's not capturing that. There's a little color selector right there. Once you click it, you'll see it open up, and you'll be able to choose the colors of your choice or do whatever you'd like for your own videos. But we usually, like I said, we go blue, purple, and then we go for a bronzish color. This one's going to be a gray, silverish color. And then after that, it's going to be a kind of goldish color. I think this is where I had to cut the video. Yes, it is. I actually had to stop recording yesterday because I had to go to work. Hence the name Blue Collar Commander, because we all work in factories. So we're going to go ahead and get that changed to a silver. When we reopened the program, everything was resized, so we're going to use this 2-line thing here in a minute probably to make the image a bit bigger for us so we can see again. There you go. Just drag it down to your heart's content. It obviously makes your other areas smaller, but while editing, you kind of get a good feel of when you need it to be large and when you need to see larger tracks and everything. So this is us picking a gold color. And then once we get that done, bam, there you go. It's kind of more of a yellow today, not so much of a gold, but whatever. It's nice and pretty and everything like that. So now we're going to start adding in some effects. So we don't want that effect blending into the next effect. So that's why we shrink that first effect, because otherwise it'll try and blend the two together like it will with the rest of these. So we're going to add dissolve to all of these numbers because we don't want too much going on. We just want them to dissolve into each other and be nice and smooth. The next ones are going to be a bit more complicated because it's where we're going to choose what we want it to do after we resize that back up. And now it won't blend with that since we shrunk it first. We're going to shrink each of the card images timing just enough so we can add effects and they won't blend together. If you do, we'll show here how it blends the white with the other one. We don't really want that. Some people do. I particularly don't. If you like to do that, awesome. That's dope. So we're going to start adding effects. We already added white to the number 1 card to give it kind of a pop when it finally goes off. We're going to have the first one dissolve in. And here I decided to change my mind. I didn't like the order they were going in. So we're going to go back and we're actually going to change that order to push left. And then we're going to go push up. And then we're going to go push right. And then we're going to go push down. And the last one already has white put in. So here we just re-expand each image to where it is the length it needs to be. And they touch each other. We actually have a little mess up there. I think we'll fix it in just a second, where the cards don't blend together properly. So we're going to shrink down this huge song title because we don't want the video to be another minute of sound playing in the background. And then we're going to give it a sample. It's time for a top 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Number 5, Disturbing Plot. Get back an artifact creature and get 2 tokens, or you can do it twice if you copy it. Number 4, Phyrexian Reclamation. Pay 2 life, and get a creature back to your hand. If it's an artifact creature, you get 2 tokens as well. Number 3, Wretched Confluence. Get a big swing in tokens if you get back 3 artifact creatures with its abilities. Number 2, Bag of Holding. As long as you discard an artifact, you also get to exile it and get 2/2/2 tokens. Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana and get an artifact creature back to your hand and get 2/2/2 tokens, combined with Phyrexian Altar for an infinite combo. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching. And that about sums up the video. Nice, short, and sweet. Just remember guys, there's no competition in content creation. If you make stuff, you make it for yourself and you make it for your viewers. What other people do, it's just more content for people to enjoy. So we hope you enjoyed this, and we really hope it helps. If it does, feel free to share it, and please let us know in the comments. I'm super excited about content creation, and even though I'm a pretty small YouTuber, it's really good to know that people like and watch and enjoy my videos. So thanks for watching, and we're going to put a full sample of the video at the end, and also it's going to be uploaded as a short this Friday. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace. It's time for a top 5 and 25 for Imotekh the Stormlord. Let's go. Number 5, Disturbing Plot. Get back an artifact creature and get 2 tokens, or you can do it twice if you copy it. Number 4, Phyrexian Reclamation. Pay 2 life, and get a creature back to your hand. If it's an artifact creature, you get 2/2 tokens as well. Number 3, Wretched Confluence. Get a big swing in tokens if you get back 3 artifact creatures with its abilities. Number 2, Bag of Holding. As long as you discard an artifact, you also get to exile it and get 2/2/2 tokens. Number 1, Tortured Existence. Pay a black mana and get an artifact creature back to your hand and get 2/2/2 tokens, combined with Phyrexian Altar for an infinite combo. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.